that can arise from combinations of basic feelings. Examples include guilt, a mix of sadness and fear, often related to feeling responsible for causing harm. Shame, a complex emotion that combines feelings of sadness and disgust about oneself. Jealousy, often involves a mixture of fear, anger, and sadness regarding perceived threats to relationships. Importance of emotions. 1. Communication. Emotions play a critical role in how we communicate with others. They can help convey our feelings and intentions, making it easier to connect with people. Example, smiling can indicate happiness or friendliness, while a frown can signal disapproval or concern. 2. Decision-making. Emotions significantly influence our decision-making processes. They can affect our judgments and choices, sometimes leading us to make decisions based on how we feel rather than purely on logic. Example, if someone feels excited about a new opportunity, they might be more willing to take risks compared to when they feel anxious. 3. Motivation. Emotions can motivate behavior. Positive emotions like happiness can encourage us to pursue goals and engage in activities, while negative emotions can signal that something needs to change. Example, feelings of frustration about a poor grade might motivate a student to study harder for the next exam. Challenges related to emotions. 1. Emotional regulation. Emotional regulation refers to how we manage and respond to our emotions. It can be challenging to cope with strong emotions, and poor regulation can lead to negative outcomes. Example, someone who struggles to manage anger might react aggressively in a situation instead of finding a constructive way to express that feeling. 2. Negative emotions. While emotions are natural, negative emotions like anger, fear, or sadness can sometimes become overwhelming and affect mental health. It's important to find healthy ways to cope with these emotions. Example, a person experiencing prolonged sadness may need support to deal with feelings of depression. 3. Cultural differences. Emotions can be expressed differently across cultures. What is considered an appropriate emotional expression in one culture may not be the same in another. Example, in some cultures, expressing sadness openly may be acceptable, while in others, it may be seen as a sign of weakness. Conclusion. In summary, emotions are complex psychological states that involve our feelings, physiological responses, and expressions. They play a vital role in communication, decision-making, and motivation. Understanding emotions helps us navigate our own feelings and those of others, contributing to healthier relationships and better mental health. This knowledge is valuable as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human emotions and behavior. Sure, let's explore the concept of cognition, which is a fundamental aspect of psychology that deals with how we think, learn, and understand the world around us. What is cognition? Cognition refers to the mental processes involved in acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. It includes a wide range of mental activities like perception, memory, reasoning, problem-solving, and decision-making. In simpler terms, cognition is how we process information, make sense of it, and use it in our daily lives. Key concepts of cognition. 1. Components of cognition. Cognition involves several key mental processes, including perception, the process of interpreting sensory information from the environment. For example, when you see a flashing light, your brain processes the visual information to understand what it is. Attention, the ability to focus on specific information while ignoring distractions. For example, when studying in a noisy room, you might concentrate on your textbook and tune out the background noise. Memory, the capacity to store, retain, and retrieve information. There are different types of memory, including short-term memory, holds information temporarily for immediate use. Long-term memory stores information for extended periods, such as facts from school or personal experiences. Language, the ability to understand and produce spoken and written communication. Language is an essential part of cognition, as it allows us to express thoughts and share ideas. Problem-solving and reasoning, the mental processes used to find solutions and make decisions. This involves analyzing information, evaluating options, and making choices. Example: if you face a difficult math problem, you analyze the information, use formulas, and come up with a solution. 2. Cognitive development. Cognitive development refers to how a person's ability to think, learn, and understand evolves over time, often influenced by age and experience. Jean Piaget, a developmental psychologist, proposed stages of cognitive development in children. Sensorimotor stage, learning through senses and motor activities. Babies explore their environment and learn about the world through touch and movement. Pre-operational stage, development of language and symbolic thinking, but thinking is still intuitive and egocentric. Concrete operational stage, development of logical thinking about concrete events. Children can perform operations and understand the concept of conservation. Formal operational stage, development of abstract and logical thinking, ability to think about hypothetical situations and use deductive reasoning. 3. Cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology is the branch of psychology that studies mental processes. It focuses on how people understand, diagnose, and solve problems, as well as how they remember and process information. Cognitive psychologists use experiments and research to understand how the mind works, including how we form beliefs, make decisions, and solve problems. Importance of cognition. 1. Learning and education. Cognition is central to learning. Understanding cognitive processes can help educators develop effective teaching methods that enhance students' learning experiences. Example: techniques like spaced repetition and active learning can improve memory retention and understanding of new concepts. 2. Critical thinking. Cognition enables critical thinking, which is the ability to analyze information and make reasoned judgments. This skill is essential for problem solving and decision-making in everyday life. Example: when evaluating news articles, critical thinking helps you assess the credibility of the sources and differentiate between facts and opinions. 3. Everyday functioning. Cognitive skills are vital for daily activities, from making grocery lists to planning events. Strong cognitive abilities help individuals navigate challenges and make informed choices. Example: when cooking a recipe, you need to follow steps, remember ingredients, and adjust measurements, showcasing various cognitive processes in action. Challenges related to cognition. 1. Cognitive biases. Cognitive biases are systematic errors in thinking that can affect decision-making. They can lead to faulty judgments and misinterpretations of information. Example: the confirmation bias is a tendency to favor information that confirms existing beliefs while ignoring contradictory evidence. 2. Memory issues. Memory can be affected by various factors, including stress, aging, and psychological conditions. Problems with memory can impact daily functioning and quality of life. Example: an older adult may experience difficulty recalling names or recent events, which is a common part of aging, but can also be a sign of more serious conditions like dementia. 3. Learning disabilities. Some individuals may have learning disabilities that affect their cognitive processes, making it challenging to acquire knowledge and skills in traditional educational settings. Example: dyslexia can affect reading and writing abilities, while ADHD can impact attention and focus. Conclusion. In summary, cognition encompasses the mental processes that allow us to think, learn, and understand our world. It includes perception, attention, memory, language, and problem solving. Understanding cognition is essential for enhancing learning, developing critical thinking skills, and navigating everyday life. This knowledge will be valuable as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human thought and behavior. Sure, let's explore the concept of behavior, which is a fundamental aspect of psychology and human interaction. What is behavior? Behavior refers to the actions, reactions, or responses of an individual or group in response to external or internal stimuli. It encompasses everything we do, from simple actions like walking and talking to complex activities like problem-solving and decision-making. In simpler terms, behavior is how we act in different situations, and it can be influenced by our thoughts, feelings, environment, and experiences. Key concepts of behavior. 1. Types of behavior. Behavior can be categorized in various ways, including observable behavior, actions that can be seen and measured, such as running, eating, or speaking. For example, if someone is smiling, this is an observable behavior that indicates happiness. Covert behavior, internal processes that cannot be directly observed, such as thinking, feeling, or dreaming. For instance, feeling anxious before a test is a covert behavior because it happens inside a person's mind. Voluntary behavior, actions that individuals choose to perform based on their intentions or desires. For example, deciding to study for an exam is a voluntary behavior. Involuntary behavior, automatic responses that occur without conscious control, such as reflex actions. An example is pulling your hand away from a hot surface without thinking about it. 2. Influences on behavior. Various factors influence behavior, including biological factors. Genetics, brain chemistry, and physical health can affect how individuals behave. For example, certain genetic traits may predispose someone to be more anxious or outgoing. Environmental factors, the surroundings and experiences that shape behavior. This includes family, culture, education, and social interactions. For instance, a supportive family environment can encourage positive behaviors like cooperation and empathy. Situational factors, specific contexts or events that trigger certain behaviors. For example, someone might behave differently at a party compared to how they act in a classroom. 3. Learning and behavior. Behavior is often shaped through learning processes, which can include classical conditioning, a learning process where a neutral stimulus becomes associated with a meaningful stimulus, leading to a learned response. For example, if a dog hears a bell before getting food, it may start to salivate at the sound of the bell alone. Operant conditioning, a learning process where behaviors are modified by rewards or punishments. For example, a student who studies hard and receives good grades is likely to continue studying. Observational learning, learning by observing and imitating others. For example, a child may learn to say please and thank you by observing their parents using polite language. 4. Behavioral theories. Several theories explain behavior, including behaviorism, a psychological perspective that focuses on observable behavior and the ways it can be learned or modified. Behaviorists believe that thoughts and feelings are not as important as observable actions. Cognitive behavioral theory. This approach combines cognitive and behavioral principles, suggesting that our thoughts influence our behavior. For example, if someone believes they will fail at a task, they may avoid trying, resulting in unproductive behavior. Importance of understanding behavior. 1. Predicting actions. Understanding behavior helps us predict how individuals may act in different situations. This can be useful in various fields, such as education, therapy, and business. Example, knowing that a student performs better in a supportive environment can help teachers create effective learning conditions. 2. Improving relationships. Recognizing the factors that influence behavior can enhance interpersonal relationships by fostering empathy and communication. Understanding why someone reacts a certain way can help in resolving conflicts. Example, if a friend is acting distant, understanding that they might be dealing with stress can help you approach them with support rather than frustration. 3. Promoting positive change. Understanding behavior can facilitate personal growth and positive changes. By identifying and modifying negative behaviors, individuals can improve their well-being. Example, someone who recognizes that procrastination is negatively affecting their studies can work on developing better time management skills. Challenges related to behavior. 1. Behavioral issues. Some individuals may struggle with behavioral issues, such as aggression, anxiety, or addiction. These challenges can impact their daily lives and relationships. Example, a person with anger management issues may find it difficult to maintain friendships or succeed at work due to their frequent outbursts. 2. Cultural differences. Behavior can vary significantly across cultures, which may lead to misunderstandings. What is considered acceptable behavior in one culture may be viewed differently in another. Example, in some cultures, direct eye contact is seen as a sign of confidence, while in others, it may be considered disrespectful. 3. Influence of environment. Environmental factors, such as socioeconomic status or exposure to violence, can shape behavior in ways that may be challenging to change. Understanding these influences is crucial for addressing behavioral issues effectively. Example: a child growing up in a violent neighborhood may develop aggressive behaviors as a means of coping with their environment. Conclusion. In summary, behavior encompasses the actions and reactions of individuals in response to their environment and internal stimuli. It is influenced by biological, environmental, and situational factors and can be learned or modified through various processes. Understanding behavior is essential for predicting actions, improving relationships, and promoting positive change. This knowledge will be valuable as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human behavior. Sure, let's explore the concept of personality, which is an important topic in psychology that helps us understand how individuals think, feel, and behave. What is personality? Personality refers to the unique set of characteristics, traits, and patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving that make each person who they are. It encompasses the consistent ways in which individuals respond to different situations and interact with others. In simpler terms, personality is what makes you you. It includes your habits, preferences, and how you relate to the world around you. Key concepts of personality. 1. Traits. Traits are the building blocks of personality. They are relatively stable characteristics that influence how we behave across different situations. For example, someone who is naturally outgoing is likely to be sociable in various settings. The Big Five personality traits is a widely accepted model that describes 5 key dimensions of personality. Openness reflects creativity and a willingness to try new things. High openness means being curious and imaginative. Low openness indicates being more conventional and resistant to change. Conscientiousness relates to organization and dependability. High conscientiousness means being disciplined and responsible, while low conscientiousness may indicate a more spontaneous or careless approach. Extroversion describes how outgoing and social a person is. Extroverts enjoy being around others and are often energetic. Introverts prefer solitude and may find social interactions draining. Agreeableness involves being compassionate and cooperative toward others. High agreeableness means being friendly and empathetic, while low agreeableness may lead to being more competitive or confrontational. Neuroticism refers to emotional stability. High neuroticism indicates a tendency to experience negative emotions like anxiety and sadness, while low neuroticism suggests being calm and emotionally resilient. 2. Personality theories. Several theories explain how personality develops and functions. Psychoanalytic theory, founded by Sigmund Freud. This theory emphasizes the influence of the unconscious mind and early childhood experiences on personality. Freud believed that personality is shaped by conflicts between the ID, ego, and superego. Humanistic theory. This perspective, supported by psychologists like Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow, focuses on personal growth and self-actualization. It emphasizes the importance of free will and individual experiences in shaping personality. Social cognitive theory, proposed by Albert Bandura. This theory highlights the role of observation and social learning in personality development. It suggests that personality is shaped by interactions with the environment and the influence of others. 3. Personality development. Personality develops over time through a combination of genetic factors and life experiences. While some aspects of personality may be innate, environmental influences such as family, culture, and social interactions play a significant role. Example: a child raised in a supportive environment may develop traits like confidence and empathy, while a child in a more stressful environment might develop anxiety or aggression. 4. Personality assessment. Psychologists use various tools and assessments to measure personality. These can include personality tests. Standardized questionnaires, such as the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator or the Big Five Inventory, are designed to evaluate different personality traits. Observational methods. Observing behavior in different situations can also help in assessing personality traits. Importance of personality. 1. Understanding behavior. Personality helps explain why people behave in certain ways. By understanding personality traits, we can predict how individuals are likely to react in different situations. Example, a highly conscientious person may approach tasks with careful planning, while a more spontaneous person might tackle tasks with less preparation. 2. Interpersonal relationships. Personality influences how we relate to others and form relationships. Understanding personality can help improve communication and empathy in social interactions. Example, recognizing that a friend is introverted can help you understand their need for alone time and respect their boundaries. 3. Personal growth. Understanding your own personality can lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth. It can help you identify strengths and weaknesses, guiding you to make choices that align with your values and goals. Example, if you know that you're highly agreeable, you might work on asserting yourself more in situations where you need to express your own needs. Challenges related to personality. 1. Personality disorders. Some individuals may experience personality disorders, which are long-lasting patterns of behavior and thinking that are significantly different from cultural expectations and can cause distress or impairment. Example, a person with borderline personality disorder may struggle with emotional regulation and have unstable relationships. 2. Stereotyping. People may stereotype others based on perceived personality traits, which can lead to misconceptions and unfair judgments. It's important to recognize that personality is complex and varies in different contexts. Example, assuming someone is unfriendly simply because they are shy can overlook their true nature and potential for warmth. 3. Change over time. While personality traits are generally stable, they can change over time due to experiences, personal growth, or therapy. Understanding this can help individuals embrace their ability to evolve. Example, someone who was once very anxious in social situations may become more comfortable and confident through practice and positive experiences. Conclusion. In summary, personality is the unique combination of traits and characteristics that define how individuals think, feel, and behave. It is shaped by both genetic and environmental factors and plays a significant role in our interactions and experiences. Understanding personality can help us navigate our relationships, enhance personal growth, and better understand ourselves and others. This knowledge will be valuable as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human behavior and personality. Sure, let's explore the concept of motivation, which is a key aspect of psychology that helps us understand why we do what we do. What is motivation? Motivation refers to the internal and external forces that drive us to take action, pursue goals, and fulfill our needs. It is what pushes us to do things, whether it's studying for an exam, exercising, or pursuing hobbies. In simpler terms, motivation is the reason behind our actions and behaviors. It's what gets us moving and keeps us going. Key concepts of motivation. 1. Types of motivation. Motivation can be categorized into two main types. Intrinsic motivation. This is when we are driven by internal rewards. We do things because we find them personally fulfilling or enjoyable. For example, a student who studies hard because they love learning is intrinsically motivated. Extrinsic motivation. This is when we're driven by external rewards or pressures. We do things to earn rewards or avoid negative consequences. For example, a student who studies to get good grades or to please their parents is extrinsically motivated. 2. Theories of motivation. Several theories explain how motivation works. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Abraham Maslow proposed that human needs are organized in a hierarchy, which means that some needs must be met before others can be addressed. The levels are: physiological needs, basic needs for survival, such as food, water, and shelter. Safety needs, the need for security and protection from harm. Love and belongingness needs, the need for social connections and relationships. Esteem needs, the need for self-esteem, recognition, and respect from others. Self-actualization, the need to achieve personal growth and realize one's potential. According to this theory, Individuals must satisfy lower-level needs before they can focus on higher-level needs. Self-determination theory. This theory emphasizes the importance of intrinsic motivation and suggests that people are most motivated when they feel autonomous, competent, and connected to others. It identifies three basic psychological needs. Autonomy, the need to feel in control of one's actions and decisions. Competence, the need to feel capable and effective in one's activities. Relatedness, the need to feel connected to others and experience a sense of belonging. 3. Factors influencing motivation. Several factors can influence our motivation, including personal values and goals. What we find important and meaningful can drive our motivation. For example, someone who values health may be motivated to exercise regularly. Expectancy and value. Our expectations of success and the value we place on the outcome can affect our motivation. If we believe we can achieve a goal and see it as valuable, we are more likely to be motivated to pursue it. Feedback and rewards. Positive reinforcement, such as praise or rewards, can enhance motivation. When we receive recognition for our efforts, we are more likely to be motivated to continue. Environment. Our surroundings and social influences can impact motivation. Supportive environments can boost motivation, while negative or unsupportive environments can hinder it. Importance of motivation. 1. Achieving goals. Motivation is essential for setting and reaching goals. It drives us to take action, persist through challenges, and strive for success. Example: a student motivated to improve their grades will study regularly, seek help when needed, and stay focused on their academic goals. 2. Enhancing performance. Motivation can significantly improve performance in various areas, including academics, sports, and work. When individuals are motivated, they tend to put in more effort and commitment. Example: an athlete who is motivated to win a championship will train harder, practice regularly, and stay disciplined in their diet and exercise. 3. Personal growth. Motivation leads to personal development and growth. It encourages individuals to explore new interests, acquire new skills, and step outside their comfort zones. Example: someone motivated to learn a new language will take classes, practice speaking, and immerse themselves in a culture. Challenges related to motivation. 1. Lack of motivation. Sometimes, individuals may struggle with low motivation, which can be caused by various factors such as stress, burnout, or a lack of interest. This can hinder progress and lead to feelings of frustration. Example: a student who feels overwhelmed by schoolwork may lose motivation to study and fall behind in their classes. 2. Procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks, often due to a lack of motivation or fear of failure. It can lead to increased stress and decreased productivity. Example: a student may put off studying for an exam until the last minute, resulting in poor preparation and performance. 3. External pressure. While extrinsic motivation can be effective, excessive external pressure can lead to anxiety and decreased intrinsic motivation. It's important to balance external rewards with personal interests and satisfaction. Example: a student who feels they must achieve perfect grades to gain approval may become stressed and lose their love for learning. Conclusion. In summary, motivation is the driving force behind our actions and behaviors. It can be intrinsic or extrinsic. Understanding motivation is crucial for achieving goals, enhancing performance, and promoting personal growth. Recognizing the factors that influence motivation can help individuals overcome challenges and stay engaged in their pursuits. This knowledge will be valuable as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human behavior and motivation. Sure, let's explore the concept of intelligence, which is a fundamental topic in psychology and education. What is intelligence? Intelligence is the ability to learn, understand, and apply knowledge and skills. It involves reasoning, problem-solving, planning, abstract thinking, comprehension, and learning from experience. In simpler terms, intelligence is how well we can think, learn new things, solve problems, and adapt to different situations. Key concepts of intelligence. 1. Types of intelligence. Intelligence is not a single trait, but encompasses various types. Here are some important types. Analytical intelligence. This refers to problem-solving abilities and logical reasoning. It involves analysis, evaluation, and synthesis of information. For example, solving a math problem or analyzing a complex situation. Creative intelligence. This involves the ability to think outside the box and come up with new ideas or solutions. A person with high creative intelligence might excel in the arts or invent new products. Practical intelligence, sometimes called street smarts. This type involves the ability to adapt to real-world situations and solve everyday problems. For example, knowing how to negotiate a deal or manage time effectively. Emotional intelligence. This refers to the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and the emotions of others. It includes skills like empathy, self-regulation, and social skills, which are crucial for effective communication and relationships. 2. Measuring intelligence. Intelligence is commonly measured through standardized tests, which assess various cognitive abilities. Some well-known intelligence tests include IQ tests. Intelligence quotient tests measure analytical and verbal abilities. They provide a score that is intended to reflect a person's intellectual potential compared to others. Achievement tests. These tests measure specific knowledge or skills in areas like math, reading, or science. It's important to note that intelligence tests can be controversial, as they may not capture all aspects of intelligence and can be influenced by cultural and environmental factors. 3. Theories of intelligence. Several theories explain intelligence and its various components. Spearman's two-factor theory. Charles Spearman proposed that intelligence consists of a general intelligence factor that influences performance on various tasks and specific abilities that are unique to particular skills. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. Howard Gardner suggested that there are multiple types of intelligence, including linguistic, logical mathematical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalistic. This theory emphasizes that people have different strengths and talents. Sternberg's triarchic theory. Robert Sternberg proposed that intelligence consists of three components: analytical, creative, and practical. 4. Nature versus nurture. The debate over whether intelligence is primarily determined by genetics or environment and upbringing is ongoing. Research suggests that both play a role in shaping intelligence. Example: a child may inherit certain cognitive abilities from their parents, but their environment, including education and social interactions, can significantly influence their intellectual development. Importance of intelligence. 1. Academic success. Intelligence is often linked to academic performance. Students with higher intelligence may find it easier to grasp complex concepts and excel in school. Example: a student with strong analytical intelligence might perform well in subjects like math and science, where logical reasoning is essential. 2. Problem solving. Intelligence plays a crucial role in our ability to solve problems and make decisions in daily life. It helps us analyze situations, weigh options, and choose the best course of action. Example: a manager with high practical intelligence may effectively navigate workplace challenges and lead their team to success. 3. Career opportunities. Higher intelligence can open doors to various career opportunities. Many professions require strong cognitive skills and the ability to learn quickly. Example: fields like medicine, engineering, and research often require individuals with high analytical and creative intelligence. Challenges related to intelligence. 1. Limitations of IQ tests. While IQ tests can provide some insights into cognitive abilities, they do not capture the full range of intelligence. Factors such as creativity, emotional intelligence, and practical skills are often overlooked. Example: a person may have a high IQ but struggle with social interactions, which can limit their effectiveness in team-based environments. 2. Cultural bias. Some intelligence tests may be culturally biased, favoring individuals from specific backgrounds. This can lead to unfair assessments of intelligence in people from diverse cultures. Example: a test that emphasizes certain language skills may disadvantage those who speak different languages or dialects. 3. Overemphasis on intelligence. Focusing too much on intelligence as a measure of worth can lead to negative consequences, such as labeling individuals and limiting their potential. It's important to recognize that intelligence is just one aspect of a person's abilities. Example: a student who struggles academically may have strengths in other areas, such as creativity or emotional intelligence, which are equally valuable. Conclusion. In summary, intelligence is a multifaceted concept that encompasses various cognitive abilities and skills. It includes analytical, creative, practical, and emotional intelligence, each playing a role in how we learn and interact with the world. Understanding intelligence helps us recognize different strengths and talents in ourselves and others, and it emphasizes the importance of a supportive environment for intellectual growth. This knowledge will be beneficial as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human cognition and behavior. Sure, let's explore the concept of adaptation, which is an important idea in psychology, biology, and everyday life. What is adaptation? Adaptation refers to the process by which individuals or species adjust to changes in their environment to improve their chances of survival and reproduction. It involves modifying behavior, thoughts, or physical characteristics to better fit new conditions. In simpler terms, adaptation is how we change or adjust to different situations or challenges in our lives. Key concepts of adaptation. 1. Types of adaptation. Adaptation can occur at different levels, including biological adaptation. This involves physical changes in organisms that help them survive in their environment. For example, polar bears have thick fur and a layer of fat to keep warm in icy climates. Behavioral adaptation. This refers to changes in behavior that help individuals cope with new situations. For example, a student may develop new study habits when transitioning from high school to college to manage a heavier workload. Psychological adaptation. This involves mental adjustments to cope with stress, trauma, or life changes. For example, someone who experiences a significant loss may learn to cope with their grief over time. 2. The adaptation process. The process of adaptation generally involves several stages. Awareness, recognizing that a change or challenge exists. For instance, a student may realize they are struggling in a particular subject. Assessment, evaluating the situation and determining what changes are needed. The student might assess their study habits and seek help from a teacher or tutor. Implementation, making the necessary changes or adjustments. The student might start a new study schedule or join a study group. Evaluation, reflecting on the effectiveness of the changes. The student assesses whether their grades improve or if they feel more confident in the subject. 3. Examples of adaptation. In nature, adaptations in animals can be physical or behavioral. For example, chameleons can change their color to blend into their surroundings, helping them avoid predators. In humans, people adapt to new technologies, such as learning to use smartphones or computers. When first introduced to a new app, individuals may learn how to navigate it through trial and error. In society, communities adapt to changes in the environment, such as climate change. For example, farmers may change their planting schedules or crop choices in response to shifting weather patterns. Importance of adaptation. 1. Survival. Adaptation is crucial for survival in both humans and animals. Those who can adjust to their environment are more likely to thrive and reproduce. Example: animals that adapt to environmental changes, like droughts or habitat loss, are more likely to survive and pass their traits to the next generation. 2. Personal growth. Adaptation allows individuals to grow and develop new skills. By facing challenges and adapting to them, people can become more resilient and capable. Example: a person who moves to a new city may initially feel lonely, but can adapt by joining social groups, making new friends, and feeling more at home over time. 3. Coping with change. Adaptation helps people cope with life changes, such as moving, changing jobs, or dealing with loss. Being adaptable can lead to better mental health and well-being. Example: after losing a job, someone may adapt by updating their resume networking, and applying for new positions rather than staying stuck in despair. Challenges of adaptation. 1. Resistance to change. People often resist change, making adaptation difficult. Fear of the unknown or comfort with the status quo can hinder the adaptation process. Example: an employee may resist new technology at work because they're used to traditional methods, which can affect their job performance. 2. Coping with stress. Adapting to significant life changes can be stressful. Individuals may struggle with anxiety or sadness during the adaptation process. Example: a teenager moving to a new school may experience anxiety about making new friends and fitting in, making the adaptation period challenging. 3. Cultural differences. Adaptation can vary significantly across cultures. What is considered an adaptive behavior in one culture may not be viewed the same way in another. Example: in some cultures, direct communication is valued, while in others, indirect communication is preferred. Adapting to these differences can be challenging for individuals moving between cultures. Conclusion. In summary, adaptation is the process of adjusting to changes in the environment to improve survival and well-being. It can take many forms, including biological, behavioral, and psychological adaptations. Understanding adaptation is important because it helps individuals cope with challenges, promotes personal growth, and enhances resilience. This knowledge will be beneficial as you prepare for your CPC exam and navigate the complexities of human behavior and change. Sure, let's explore the concept of socialization, which is a vital process in human development and psychology. What is socialization? Socialization is the process through which individuals learn and internalize the values, beliefs, behaviors, and norms of their culture and society. It helps people understand how to interact with others and function within their communities. In simpler terms, socialization is how we learn to be part of society and how to behave in ways that are acceptable to others. Key concepts of socialization. 1. Agents of socialization. The people and groups that influence our socialization are called agents of socialization. The main agents include family, the first and most influential agent. Families teach children basic values, norms, and behaviors. For example, parents instill manners and cultural traditions in their children. Schools, educational institutions play a significant role in teaching not just academic skills, but also social skills, discipline, and the importance of cooperation and teamwork. Students learn to interact with peers and authority figures. Peers, friends, and peers become increasingly important during adolescence. Peer groups provide social support, influence behaviors, and help shape identity. For example, teenagers often adopt fashion trends or interests based on their friends. Media, television, social media, and other forms of media influence our perceptions of reality, cultural norms, and expectations. For instance, media portrayals of success or beauty can shape individual aspirations and self-image. 2. Types of socialization. There are different types of socialization that occur at various stages of life. Primary socialization. This occurs in early childhood, primarily through family interactions. Children learn basic skills and values that shape their personality. Example: a child learns to say please and thank you through family interactions. Secondary socialization. This happens later in life when individuals encounter new environments, such as schools, workplaces, and communities. It involves learning more complex societal norms. Example: a new employee learns the culture and expectations of their workplace through interactions with colleagues. Anticipatory socialization. This involves preparing for future roles and social statuses. People learn and adopt behaviors and norms associated with a role they expect to take on. Example: teenagers may take on responsibilities at home to prepare for adulthood, such as doing chores or managing their own schedules. 3. Cultural socialization. Socialization also involves the transmission of culture, which includes language, customs, and traditions. This process helps maintain cultural identity and continuity across generations. Example: Celebrating cultural holidays and practices, like Thanksgiving or Diwali, helps individuals learn about their heritage and the values associated with it. 4. Resocialization. Resocialization occurs when individuals undergo significant changes in their lives that require them to learn new norms and values. This can happen in situations like moving to a new country, changing jobs, or going through life transitions. Example: a person who moves to a different country must learn the language, customs, and social norms of that new culture. Importance of socialization. 1. Identity formation. Socialization plays a crucial role in shaping our identities. Through interactions with others, we develop our sense of self and understand where we fit in society. Example: a teenager may identify as an athlete, artist, or scholar based on their experiences and the feedback they receive from peers and family. 2. Social skills development. Socialization teaches essential social skills, such as communication, empathy, and cooperation. These skills are vital for building relationships and functioning in society. Example: learning to share and take turns in childhood helps individuals develop effective interpersonal skills that are important in adulthood. 3. Cultural continuity. Socialization ensures the transmission of culture from one generation to the next. It helps maintain traditions, values, and social norms, contributing to cultural stability. Example: families often pass down stories, recipes, and customs that strengthen cultural identity and community bonds. Challenges related to socialization. 1. Peer pressure. While peers can positively influence socialization, they can also exert negative pressure, leading individuals to engage in risky or harmful behaviors. Example: a teenager might feel pressured to try drugs or skip school to fit in with a particular group. 2. Cultural conflicts. Individuals from diverse backgrounds may face challenges when their cultural values clash with those of the dominant culture. This can lead to feelings of alienation or identity struggles. Example: a child from a traditional family may feel torn between their family's expectations and the more liberal values of their peers. 3. Social isolation. Lack of socialization can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. Individuals who struggle to connect with others may face emotional and psychological challenges. Example: an introverted person may find it difficult to make friends in a new environment, leading to feelings of loneliness. Conclusion. In summary, socialization is the process through which individuals learn to behave and interact within their society. It involves various agents such as family, schools, peers, and media, and occurs at different stages of life. Socialization is crucial for identity formation, social skills development, and cultural continuity. Understanding socialization can help us navigate our relationships and appreciate the diverse influences that shape our behavior and beliefs. This knowledge will be beneficial as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human interactions and development. Sure, let's explore the concept of gender roles, which is an important topic in sociology, psychology, and everyday life. What are gender roles? Gender roles are the expectations, behaviors, and norms that society considers appropriate for individuals based on their gender. These roles dictate how people should behave, dress, and interact based on whether they are identified as male or female. In simpler terms, gender roles are like rules that tell us how boys and girls should act in society. Key concepts of gender roles. 1. Socialization and gender roles. From a young age, individuals are socialized into their gender roles through various agents, such as family, schools, peers, and media. These influences shape our understanding of what it means to be male or female. Example: parents may give boys trucks and girls dolls, reinforcing the idea that boys should be active and adventurous while girls should be nurturing and caring. 2. Traditional gender roles. Traditional gender roles often depict men as providers and protectors, while women are seen as caregivers and homemakers. These roles can limit opportunities and expectations for both genders. Example: a traditional view might suggest that men should work outside the home to support the family, while women should stay home to take care of the children. 3. Changing gender roles. Gender roles are not fixed. They can evolve over time due to social changes, cultural shifts, and individual choices. Many people today challenge traditional roles and advocate for more equality and flexibility. Example: it is becoming more common for women to pursue careers in fields traditionally dominated by men, such as engineering or politics, while men are increasingly taking on roles as stay-at-home dads or caregivers. 4. Intersectionality. Gender roles can intersect with other aspects of identity, such as race, class, and sexuality. This means that people may experience gender roles differently based on their unique backgrounds and circumstances. Example: a woman of color may face different challenges and expectations related to her gender role compared to a white woman, influenced by her cultural background and social position. 5. Impact of media and culture. The media plays a significant role in reinforcing or challenging gender roles. Advertisements, television shows, and movies often portray stereotypical images of men and women, which can shape public perceptions. Example: a commercial might depict women as homemakers and men as successful business professionals, reinforcing traditional gender roles. Importance of understanding gender roles. 1. Awareness of stereotypes. Understanding gender roles helps individuals recognize and challenge stereotypes that can limit personal growth and opportunities. By questioning these roles, people can work towards equality and fairness. Example: a young woman may decide to pursue a career in a male-dominated field, challenging the stereotype that women should only work in nurturing professions. 2. Influence on behavior. Gender roles can influence how we think and behave, affecting our choices and interactions. Being aware of these influences can lead to more conscious decisions. Example: a man may feel pressured to avoid showing emotions because of societal expectations that men should be tough and stoic. 3. Promoting equality. Challenging traditional gender roles can promote greater equality and inclusivity in society. By advocating for shared responsibilities and opportunities, individuals can help create a more balanced society. Example: encouraging both parents to share household and childcare responsibilities fosters a more equitable family dynamic. Challenges related to gender roles. 1. Gender stereotypes. Stereotypes based on gender can lead to discrimination and inequality. People may face judgment or criticism for not conforming to traditional gender roles. Example: a man who expresses interest in cooking and fashion might be teased for not fitting the typical masculine stereotype. 2. Pressure to conform. Individuals may feel pressure to conform to societal expectations related to their gender, which can lead to stress and dissatisfaction. This pressure can limit personal expression and authenticity. Example: a woman might feel compelled to prioritize family over her career due to societal expectations, even if she desires to advance professionally. 3. Violence and harassment. Rigid gender roles can contribute to violence and harassment, particularly against those who do not conform to traditional expectations. This can create unsafe environments and perpetuate cycles of abuse. Example: individuals who identify as LGBTQ+ may face discrimination or violence due to societal norms that do not accept their gender identity or expression. Conclusion. In summary, gender roles are the societal expectations and norms associated with being male or female. They shape behavior, opportunities, and personal identities, but they are not fixed and can change over time. Understanding gender roles is crucial for recognizing stereotypes, promoting equality, and fostering a more inclusive society. This knowledge is valuable as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of human behavior and social interaction. Sure, let's explore the concept of androgyny, which relates to gender identity and expression. What is androgyny? Androgyny refers to a blending of both male and female characteristics in an individual's appearance, behavior, or identity. It can involve a mix of traditionally masculine and feminine traits. In simpler terms, androgyny means not fitting strictly into the categories of male or female. Instead, a person may express themselves in ways that combine elements from both genders. Key concepts of androgyny. 1. Gender expression. Gender expression is how individuals present their gender through clothing, hairstyle, behavior, and other outward signs. Androgyny challenges traditional gender norms by allowing for a more fluid presentation. Example: someone might wear clothing that is traditionally associated with both genders, such as a person wearing a suit with a tie along with accessories like earrings. 2. Gender identity. Gender identity refers to how individuals perceive themselves and what they call themselves in terms of gender. Androgynous individuals might identify as genderqueer, non-binary, or simply androgynous, meaning they don't strictly identify as male or female. Example: a person who identifies as non-binary may feel that neither male nor female fully describes their identity, and they might express themselves in an androgynous way. 3. Cultural perspectives. Androgyny can be viewed differently across cultures and societies. In some cultures, androgynous traits have been embraced or celebrated, while in others, traditional gender roles may be more rigid. Example: in some indigenous cultures, individuals who embody both masculine and feminine traits are honored and recognized as having a special role, often referred to as two-spirit in some Native American cultures. 4. Historical context. Throughout history, androgyny has appeared in various forms in art, fashion, and literature. Different time periods have embraced androgynous styles, reflecting changes in societal attitudes toward gender. Example: in the 1920s, flapper fashion challenged traditional gender norms, with women adopting shorter haircuts and more masculine clothing styles. Similarly, in the 1970s, androgynous rock stars like David Bowie and Prince became icons, blending both masculine and feminine styles. Importance of understanding androgyny. 1. Challenging gender norms. Androgyny challenges traditional views of gender, encouraging more acceptance of diverse identities and expressions. Understanding this concept can help combat stereotypes and promote gender equality. Example: recognizing androgyny as a valid expression can lead to more inclusive environments where people feel free to express themselves without fear of judgment. 2. Promoting acceptance. Understanding androgyny helps foster acceptance of individuals who do not conform to traditional gender roles. This can create a more supportive society for everyone, regardless of how they identify or express their gender. Example: schools and workplaces that embrace diversity in gender expression can create safe spaces for individuals to be themselves. 3. Encouraging self-expression. Androgyny can empower individuals to express themselves authentically, regardless of societal expectations. It allows people to explore their identity and how they wish to present themselves to the world. Example: an individual may feel more confident dressing in a way that combines elements from both genders, expressing their personality and style authentically. Challenges related to androgyny. 1. Societal expectations. Individuals who express androgyny may face criticism or misunderstanding from those who hold traditional views on gender. This can lead to negative experiences, such as discrimination or bullying. Example: a person who identifies as androgynous might encounter teasing or hostility from peers who do not understand or accept their gender expression. 2. Identity struggles. Some individuals may struggle with their identity, especially in societies that emphasize binary gender roles. This can lead to confusion, anxiety, or a feeling of not belonging. Example: a teenager who feels androgynous might struggle to find acceptance among peers, leading to feelings of isolation. 3. Limited representation. Androgynous individuals may find limited representation in media, fashion, and culture. This lack of visibility can make it difficult for people to see themselves reflected in society. Example: while some celebrities embrace androgynous styles, mainstream media often focuses more on traditional gender expressions, making it harder for androgynous individuals to feel validated. Conclusion. In summary, androgyny refers to a blend of male and female characteristics in gender expression and identity. It challenges traditional gender norms and promotes acceptance and understanding of diverse identities. Recognizing androgyny is essential for fostering an inclusive society where individuals can express themselves authentically without fear of judgment. This knowledge will be valuable as you prepare for your CPC exam and explore the complexities of gender identity and expression. Sure, let's explore the concept of sexual socialization, which is an important aspect of human development and interpersonal relationships. What is sexual socialization? Sexual socialization refers to the process through which individuals learn about sexuality, sexual behaviors, and the attitudes and values related to sex. This learning occurs throughout life and is influenced by various factors, including family, peers, schools, and media. In simpler terms, sexual socialization is how we come to understand our own sexuality and the sexual norms of the society we live in. Key concepts of sexual socialization. 1. Sources of sexual socialization. Several key agents contribute to sexual socialization, including family. Families are often the first source of information about sexuality. Parents may communicate their values and beliefs about sex, relationships, and boundaries, either directly or indirectly. Example: a parent may discuss the importance of consent and respect in relationships, helping their child understand healthy sexual interactions. Peers. Friends and peers play a significant role, especially during adolescence. Peer discussions can shape attitudes, behaviors, and expectations around sex and relationships. Example: teenagers might share information about dating and sexual experiences, which can influence how they view relationships. Schools. Educational institutions often provide sex education, which can offer important information about reproduction, consent, safe sex, and emotional aspects of relationships. Example: a high school health class may cover topics like anatomy, contraception, and the importance of communication in relationships. Media. Television, movies, music, and social media greatly influence perceptions of sexuality and relationships. Media portrayals can shape beliefs about what is considered normal or desirable. Example: a popular TV show might depict romantic relationships in a way that influences viewers' expectations about dating and intimacy. 2. Cultural influence. Cultural beliefs and values significantly impact sexual socialization. Different cultures have varying norms regarding sexuality, which can affect how individuals learn about and express their sexuality. Example: in some cultures, open discussions about sex are encouraged, while in others, such topics may be considered taboo. This can influence how comfortable individuals feel discussing or exploring their sexuality. 3. Developmental stages. Sexual socialization occurs at different stages of life, from childhood through adulthood. Each stage brings different experiences and learning opportunities. Childhood. Children begin to learn about their bodies and may ask questions about differences between genders. Early education often focuses on body awareness and boundaries. Example: a child may learn the correct names for body parts and understand the concept of privacy. Adolescence. As teenagers become more aware of their sexuality, they seek more information about relationships, sexual health, and consent. This is when peer influence becomes particularly strong. Example: a teenager may start dating and seek guidance from friends about navigating romantic relationships. Adulthood. Adults continue to learn about sexuality through experiences, relationships, and ongoing education. This stage may involve navigating complex issues like intimacy, commitment, and sexual health. Example: a couple may attend workshops on communication and intimacy to strengthen their relationship. 4. Sexual health education. Comprehensive sexual health education is crucial for effective sexual socialization. It empowers individuals with knowledge about their bodies, relationships, and safe practices. Example: programs that teach about consent, safe sex practices, and emotional aspects of relationships can help individuals make informed decisions and promote healthy interactions. Importance of sexual socialization. 1. Healthy relationships. Sexual socialization helps individuals understand what constitutes healthy relationships, including respect, consent, and communication. This knowledge is essential for building positive connections with others. Example: understanding the importance of consent can help individuals establish boundaries and respect their partner's wishes. 2. Informed choices. Learning about sexuality empowers individuals to make informed choices regarding their sexual health and relationships. This can lead to safer practices and better emotional well-being. Example: access to accurate information about contraception and sexually transmitted infections allows individuals to take steps to protect their health. 3. Reducing stigmas. Open discussions about sexuality can help reduce stigmas and misconceptions. This encourages individuals to seek help, share experiences, and support one another. Example: conversations about sexual orientation and identity can promote acceptance and understanding within communities. Challenges related to sexual socialization. 1. Lack of education. Inadequate sexual education can lead to misinformation and confusion. Many individuals may not receive comprehensive information about sexual health and relationships. Example: a lack of sex education in schools can result in teenagers not understanding the importance of consent or safe sex practices. 2. Cultural taboos. In some cultures, discussing sexuality is taboo, which can hinder individuals from learning and asking questions. This can lead to anxiety, misinformation, and unhealthy attitudes towards sex. Example: a young person raised in a culture that avoids discussions about sex may feel ashamed or confused when they encounter sexual topics in media or peer conversations. 3. Peer pressure. Peer influence can lead to risky behaviors or